Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the T95E2. Sorry for my absence on when the game first came out. I was having difficulties with Windows 10 and that might be a video for a later date. But we're getting back to this vehicle, the T95E2 medium tank. It is a premium vehicle that you get from the Founders fucking whatever it's called, I forget. But it looks like a familiar tank, or at least the turret's familiar looking. It is in fact the M48 Patent's turret. Now, pretty much what they did, they just stuck it on this thing. It was a prototype. Looking at the stats here, we're not really going to worry about these stats because they don't really tell us much. What we want to know is the arm rate. Ta-da! Alright, so on the front hull we have 95 on the top, 114 on the front tip, and 104 on the lower glacis. Actually decent for American. On the front part of the turret, right behind the gun mantlet, is 178, 140 on the side of that, and 127 on the side of that. The gun mantlet itself at its thickest point is 114 millimeters. Now, for an American tank at tier 8, this is really good. On the side armor, on the other hand, we have around 76 at least on the front side, and then in the rear sides we have around 56 millimeters. It actually varies a lot if you look at the World Tanks knowledge base. Now, getting on to the internals, however, we have a 560 horsepower engine. The gun is decent at 173 millimeters of penetration with average damage of 240. We have a traverse speed of 36 degrees per second, and the turret armor, don't worry about that, except for the sides and also rear, that's about average. But turret speed is also pretty decent. Now for the fun part. How does the vehicle handle? How does it work in combat? Any of that. Well, one way of looking at this thing is, think of it a little bit as a jumbo Sherman with the speed of an Easy 8. Think of it as a Sherman tank with just better armor, or well, essentially a jumbo Sherman with better speed and maneuverability. Now this thing, it can rock enemies really well. The gun, it has decent enough penetration. In my opinion, I think this tank might, well, it's a lot better than the M26 Pershing. It's a hell of a lot better than Pershing. The gun is pretty much on par with the Pershing, and speed and maneuverability is virtually the same. This thing is a hell of a lot bouncier, especially the turret is. Now the only weak point on this thing you have to worry about, as far as the turret goes, is that big gun port over the top of the turret. Now, as you can see here in combat, I just took a shot, and guess where that went? Straight into that gun port, or well, the commander's cupola. But other than that little weak point, if you keep the standard American sides, like, you know, out of the enemy crosshairs, you'll be fine. And this thing will treat you well, pretty much like the M103, as long as you have the front of your turret and also hull pointing at your enemy. Now, he's also a T95E2, but as you can see, he made a mistake. I'm better. Both of us just having a little scuffle here, and you can see what I was trying to do. I was trying to protect that little weak point with my gun itself. Now as we move along here, we have an AT-7, and he's battling another American tank. Now, here is when this tank has, like, it just shines. Besides that shot. That was just terrible. But this is when speed and maneuverability comes into play. This is when the Easy 8 version, or well, family tree of this vehicle comes into play, you could say. We're up to his side after tracking him, of course, and we just lay into his side. He's moving up, and I kind of make a little bit of a mistake here. Not that, but this right here. He's about to shoot me in the face. Of course, he hits my track, and then someone else shoots him. And now we just move on to save the day. So, what do I like about this tank? What should you like about this tank? Well, if you like the Sherman, and love a heavy-hitting vehicle with decent protection, this might be a vehicle for you. Of course, you might not even have access to this whatsoever because it was more of a gift thing for when the Xbox One version came out. And if you don't have it, it kind of sucks for you, but if you do have it, then you know a little bit more about this vehicle as far as armor protection and also the strategy on how you can use it. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to check out my last 2 videos. Leave a like and also subscribe. If you guys didn't like the video, fuck you. But there's also another channel I do work on, and that channel is called Double Edge Nation. If you guys want to check out some gun videos that are kind of similar to this, that's my doing. If you want to check out tech news, Amaster15 is doing that shit, and also there's some other guy that does angry shit, but he's not too angry. Anyway, my next video that I'll be coming out with is going to be the AMX Chaffee. That's going to be a little bit of fun. But, till then, see you guys later.